What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Even People Show. I'm tired today. I'm finding it so hard to even smile. But I'm in a pensive mood today because of the show we're having. And I'm going to snap out of my little funky funk that I'm in and get ready to rumble because it is, after all, time for the Even People Show. So, welcome to the show. If this is your first time joining the show, I am your host, I'm Martin Matthews. And tonight we're going to talk about something we spoke about 2 weeks ago. um Last 2 weeks ago, I think we call it Melanin, the psychology of bleaching. Tonight we're going to call it Melanin 2.0, bleaching exposed. We got into that show 2 weeks ago, and it was a good show. I had two guests on there, two guidance counselors, um two seasoned professionals in their field, and to give us some insight. And the reason I did that is because I wanted us to look at it from a broader perspective. I wanted us to look at it from a broader perspective, just so we could see what this whole bleaching thing is. Once I started researching the topic, I realized that it was a lot wider than I thought it was. It had expanded so much more countries. G code. What you ask my brother? Can't me wash my face with cake soap. You see it cold like me wash my face with cake soap. You don't know the things. Bless up yourself, G Cole. Always glad to have you when you check in. Bible, bless up yourself. So yeah, so we're talking about this bleaching situation here, and some of the things we looked at last time around was that it's targeted for women, especially women of color, and women of color, as I found out, is not just how we would perceive women of color. It's not just black women. It's any woman that's not a white woman, because the Asian market for these skin lighteners is massive. I'm talking $1 billion industry on that part of the world, separating apart from $1 billion industry everywhere else, right? We came across things like, the origin of it is varied depending on what part of the world you're from. You have stuff like colorism, you have stuff like slavery, globalization, were some of the things that we pointed out as reasons for this whole craziness um surrounding skin lightening. So Bree saying it's a pandemic in most of the African countries as well. Yes, it is. That was one of the things we pointed out last week, and we were saying it was some crazy number, like 70% of women in those countries actually buy these products. And the more I got to thinking about it, I'm like, oh, I wonder if, and I'm just going to jump right in here. I wonder if this is another cog in the wheel of the bigger machine. And this point I'm going to make right now, I was actually going to leave it for later in the show, but whatever. Let's just jump right in it. G Cole, look over me. Which shoulder this? G Cole, look over my right shoulder. G, look over my right shoulder. Can you see it? And when you're done, look over my left shoulder over there. So you see them? Ha ha ha. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Anyways, what if it's a part of the bigger machine? Because what we've established and what everybody, I imagine, would know by now is that there are just a few companies in the world that owns just about everything, or most things. They are the same companies that are manufacturing these bleaching products, right? They're the same companies who own our own entertainment networks, right? So watch the mechanism now. The mechanism is this. First, we come out with what constitute beauty, and we convince greetings, Katie. First, we come out with what constitutes beauty, and we use our media houses to develop this concept of what beautiful is globally, because we own the networks. So we the people we show, the people we have on front of magazines, the things that we highlight, these are the things. So we essentially, because we're rich and famous, we get to dictate what beautiful is. We use famous people to help us portray that. We use influential people to use us portray that, whether or not they realize that they're a part of the machine. And we are the same companies selling the bleaching product. So it's like this. First, I get the concept in your head. This is what beautiful looks like. And what beautiful looks like is not what you look like. So, and we use our social media platforms and our networks to portray that, right? And then we go ahead and sell you the product now to make you look beautiful on the back end so that you can, we are showing you what beautiful looks like. We're telling you by extension, you're not beautiful. And then we're going to happily sell you the product that you need to use to make yourself beautiful. AKA these bleaching things, these bleaching cream. So it's almost like it's an extension of slavery for people on our side of the world. Globalization, but globalization and slavery really hand in hand too. But it's like, how are we allowing ourselves to get caught in this? How are we not seeing the hand of massa in this? You understand? How are we allowing ourselves to get sucked into this machine that is because mind you know, the industry, like we said, what my statistics say, the industry makes made $341 million in the last couple of years, and they're projecting it to be over $5.5 billion here coming up, right? So people are buying it. It's not a guess or spell thing. People are out there buying bleaching product in a bulk. People are out there buying bleaching product and spending literally billions of dollars doing it. So if you don't see this as a problem, I think you're missing the big picture. This is a problem. Black people are not supposed to use anything to lighten them skin ever, for no reason at all. And as I'm talking about the machine, governments have a hand in this. You know, we are importing the product. You're selling the product. You can do something about this. You know what I mean? Black History Month shouldn't just be a thing where February alone we have some stamp we sell, we show some program on TV featuring Black people. There's more that can be done. We can make a concerted effort to make people realize. At a CD, they have one tune, West Up and he said they never told us Black and Beautiful, or probably the next one, right? But it's like, hey, Black is beautiful. These are the things we need to teach our children. You know what I mean? Going out there and bleach your face. And mind you now, all right, I'm going to slow down for a little bit, get up on the comments, because you see, that's why I had guests with the show. That's why I had guests on the show with me 2 weeks ago, because I didn't want to get going. I didn't want to get going like I'm getting going right now. But here we are. Nonetheless, let me get caught up here. G. Cole is saying, major thing in Asian countries. It just wasn't called bleaching. You know what I mean? It was also more drastically when it applied to, right. It's more drastically going to apply to Black people. But it is also being done in the Asian countries, and it is big, 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 big business. You understand? You see the vinyl them, we have some more. Wait till me back in a home studio. Wait till me back. Me just bring them all away today. Wait till I'm back in the home studio, bro. I got something I'm working on. You're gonna like it. Is that the products that this is Bree saying that the products that they are using to treat hyperpigmentation, but people are using it to bleach their face. So yeah, I remember the Nadinola. I remember the Nadinola back in the day, and the Ambi, and they were advertised as just skin lighteners. You know what I mean? To even out your skin, to take away scars or whatever. But no, when they realize that, hey, we can do a lot more with this. And now it has become a whole thing. Skin serves as a filter to prevent sun damage, but people are thinning out their skin, and as a result, they're catching skin cancer. Some find bleaching fashionable and trendy. All right, so watch me now. You see the fashionable and trendy? That's exactly what I'm talking about. So who gets to determine what is fashionable and trendy? And I'm saying that the same people that determine what is fashionable and trendy are the same people that owns the media networks, and they're the ones selling you the bill of goods that lighter is right. They're the ones selling you the music that lighter is better. Because, all right, let me ask you something for Munchpan for a minute. What percentage of people do you think use the product that they advertise? Whether black, white, or whatever. What percentage of people that these ads decide, say, you know what? If I actually get this person to advertise it, I'll sell more product. What percentage of those do you think actually use the products that they're advertising? I don't know the stats, but I don't think it's as much as you think. You know what I mean? I think a lot of these people, it's a business. It's just like people who they have a particular skill or talent, and they go play for a team, whether football or whatever. They go play for a team because they have the skill, and then we go play for whichever team decides to pay them the amount of money that they want to get paid. So if you come to me and my agent call me and say, yeah, we are going down here, so tomorrow we are going to do an ad for this, I go down there and I do an ad for it, and I get paid and I go home. I don't care that. But here's the thing. I am the person selling it is the person benefiting most from it. You see what I'm saying? I am using this person to convince you that what I am selling you is desirable. You see what I'm saying? I'm using this famous person, this celebrity, to sell you the bag of goods that this item that I'm selling is desirable. Like I mentioned last week, some of the ads that they use in Europe and the East, literally one of the ads had a lady who bleached her skin. She applied, they showed the ad had the lady can't get no job. She bleach her skin, she go in another place, she get a job. They're literally advertising it, say, bleach your face, get a job. Bleach your face, get a job. And I'm saying governments of black countries not supposed to show them something upon their TV to nobody. You understand? Because that is not what you're supposed to be promoting. All right, let's pause a minute. Who in your family bleach? And what have you said to them about it? And why do you think they bleach? You pick the bleach? Your boyfriend bleach? Your baby mother bleach? You bleach? Why you bleach? How is that not self-hatred? Why do you bleach your skin? Why do and there's another thing. Let's show you a shot. Come just hit all my points when we have right out the gate and just keep it moving. Yes, Martin just done. The even people show legal team. I have about 3 shows where they shoot down. I mentioned them. I pitch it to them. They say no, you can't have that show there. But anyways, here we are. Let's get caught up here before me hyperventilate. Modern day mental and psychological slavery. I agree with you, because you must look at the machine again. Look at the machine again. Back in the day, you have house slave and field slave. House slave aspire to be like master. House slave are the one them would not bleach them face essentially if you look like massa. So in my opinion right now, if you're out there bleaching your face, you're one of them house slave people. I want to help make slavery drag on for as long as it is. Because when we should have do master something long time, I try to tell we say no. I want to tell master what we are planning all these things. At the same machine, you are part of that same machine now. You understand? Because I have a poem that I write. It ain't go come out till the next book come out, and it's like it was talking about slavery. I wake up one morning and just get that vibe there, and I wrote a poem, and it's like a line in the poem, if I remember correctly, was saying, can we count on you when it comes down to it? If you're a house slave, can we count on you? If we're fighting revolution, and one of the bases of the revolution we are fighting is skin color, can we count on you? If you are bleach your face, what if you aspire to be like the massa so much that you will sell out the mass, you will sell out our plans to the massa? You understand? And even in our terms here now, what if you feel say you lighter and you whatever and that get you the job you want, and when we decide to do something to improve our working standards, you stand on the side of the employer because you can't even identify with our cause because you feel say lighter. It's better. You must understand now, when I say the thing is a machine, I'm saying it is a machine because it is entrenched in a lot of the things that we do daily, subconsciously, without even realizing that the motives that are guiding our actions are not coming from within us. And really, they're working contrary to the things that benefit us even as a people. I remember going to the post office one day to buy, it was Black History Month. I go there to ask them for the Black History Month stamp. About 15 minutes later, I searched for his stamp. And she said, they came, right? I know I saw them, and she had dig up the whole around to find them, right? But if me did one stamp with anybody else funny, she have it handy. Why you dig up to find the Black History Month stamp for? Or if you find any stamp with any black people funny for? You understand? I did history as a student coming up. I love history. I did a lot of history. And I did way too much history about everything and everybody else on the planet. And I get it. Whoever wins the war get to write the history books. But sometimes you read the history book and you ask the teacher, miss, this don't make no sense. All them picture of them people where smile and all them things. Slavery never pretty, you know. Me never have to do if you know say never pretty. No, them people wouldn't have smile like them a smile. You have to can look, read between the lines and see certain things that are out there. Not really as they present. All right, let's get caught up. G. Cola say the problem is bifold. If there isn't a demand, there won't be a supply. The psychological problem is deep. Bless yourself, Julian, leave him by 10%. But you're right on G. Cola. If the demand is there, but what I'm saying is, here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the machine has figured out a way to simulate the demand by working on your mind to make you think that. All right, so here's the thing. I thought about this yesterday and I was thinking that maybe one of the reasons why, you know, the whole white is right and white is desired came off the floor is because initially when TV came about, appear white people did on TV. It wasn't until TV are going for long before black people actually started on TV. And black people, when them on TV, they were in the roles that black people were allowed to have. They were the butler, they were the maid, and all these things, right? So because of that, the whole concept of what was desired, what is desirable, what is appealing, another show that I'm working on for a few weeks on what sexy looks like, what constitutes sexy, what constitutes desirable, even what constitutes masculinity and all these things. It had a white face. You see what I'm saying? It had a light face. And it wasn't until TV and all these things was about for a long time before it started having any other shade face. So it's almost like subconsciously you had gotten the idea in your head that this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it is supposed to look like. And then you couple that with the fact that you have people in the actual world who believes a lighter is right or lighter is better. So when you go look for your work, when like literally one of the things that I had, it's as far as colorism is concerned, your social treatment, how people treat you, you know what I mean? Your marriageability, your eligibility to be married, the probability that you will get married in certain society is dependent on how light you are, your education level, the employment you would have, as much as your prison sentence, even if you get convicted of something, might have to do with how you look. Now, when that is your reality, yes, I get that you might feel that, okay, maybe if I line my skin, it might help my situation. But what I'm saying, that is just a part of the bigger machine that is really still holding us in that. Think about it. And now I'm going to touch on the point to Melago left before. Where does the fact that God created us in his own image fit in? Do Christians bleach? If Christians bleach, how them for bleach when the scripture say God created man in his own image? So if God created you in your image and you're a servant of God, why would you want to change your face to look like anything else? Now that particular logic can cover other things, but that's not what this show is about. I like people in Colombia. That's a different thing. But what I'm saying is, if God created you in his own image, are you not beautiful? And for my little island and to a lot of these places that these products are being bought, these are very religious countries. These are very religious people. Oh, you are religious person. Yeah, bleach your face when God created you in his image. So whose image, therefore, are you trying to ascribe or aspire toward? And if you connect the dots to that, then you're supposed to see that what you are doing is not what you're supposed to be doing, friend. It's not what you're supposed to be doing. I got a tan. Oh, can you see? Yeah, I was in the sun today. I was walking out there I was getting an oil change and I decided to take a walk while I'm fix the oil. I went to the place in my because I wanted a tan. If anything, I'd want to be darker. I want to be darker than I am now, not lighter. Because think about it. Lighter is there's so much things. Here's my thing. I could never want to be lighter or bleach simply because maybe because I'm a history student and I know so much stuff that black people got through at the hands of the colonizer that there's no way on earth I could aspire to be anything like the colonizer, especially in my outward appearance. When I come to America, I grow my dreadlocks long like whiz. You understand? Because me never want to not get me confused with nobody. You understand? Me a yard man. If at the time I felt like be having dreadlocks would make me more Jamaican. I'm more black, so I did it. You know what I mean? Until I figured out, say, yeah, all I want to do is hear me say something and they can realize, say, yeah, this youth, yeah, in black for real. So I cut it off and you can still hear the black within me now. And I'm saying that I really don't, I mind you, now, to some extent, I get some aspects of it. You know what I mean? Especially, for example, the advertisement that I mentioned that they use in Europe for the person who bleach them face and get a good job, and otherwise would not have gotten a good job if they did not bleach their face. A lot of us coming up back in the day, our mothers and our grandmothers used to like the little light-skinned girl with a little girlfriend more than them like the little dark-skinned girl. But you know, understand, it was the same machine at work because we're coming out of colonialism at a time where lighter was better. Lighter was tied to success. Lighter was tied to desirable. Lighter was tied to the haves and the haves not. Right? Lighter was tied to the haves and the haves not because of who had and who didn't have. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to have, but you know, so you can't want to change your very complexion, change your very appearance to look like that person. That is crossing the line. That is crossing the line. And I'm saying that the government has a part to play in it. The education system has a part to play in it. And we need to get together and eradicate this foolishness out of the planet. Yes, billion. Because you must understand, you know, whose best interest is it in for bleaching cream for bleaching products to get sold? Bear with me. The people using it are getting lighter and likely to get some skin disease. It could have very well killed them. Yes, you might get a job along the way if that is your situation, but maybe not. You might irreparably disfigure yourself. But the people that are guaranteed to win in this game are the people selling the product. Are you selling the product? And even if you're buying it and selling it from a Higgler standpoint, you can buy and sell something else. You understand? The demand for the thing are the thing we're supposed to put a stop to. We need to embrace as a people the fact that black is beautiful. We need to teach our kids that black is beautiful. We need to teach our people that black is desirable. We need to stop use product to change our face, to look like a group of people that all they have given us in our existence is grief and strife and death. Hear me, I said to you now. Let me think about this for a second. You know, say about 60% of the people who left Africa actually make it to the Caribbean and the Americas. Did you know that? That only about 60% of the people, some places 70% of the people that left Africa actually made it to the Caribbean. And some statistics have it that up to about 12.5 million people left Africa on a slave ship. You know how much people are dead in the blows and skirt water when not even reach over here, sir? And the people that are responsible for that are the people who don't want bleach on their face and look like an idiot. Don't you realize that when they left, they put a mechanism in place to perpetuate that which they already had established? And a lot of the governments in our countries right now, a lot of the government in our islands, a lot of the government in our African countries right now learned their way of governing from the colonizer. You understand? So here's the thing. Yes, you got your independence, but the person that taught you how to govern, is the person that was your colonizer. So they essentially left and handed the reins to a group of people that they had essentially trained up in the arts of their way. You understand? So when something presents itself before them that they are supposed to cut off and move forward from, they embrace. You understand? So here's what I'm saying. And then the media houses now are showing you on the TV that, hey, this is what pretty looks like. This is what beautiful looks like. If you want to move up in life, you should have this tone. Of which tone? The colonizer tone? You mad? Or if you want to have the colonizer tone when this is my tone? You understand? All right. Hold on now. Let's see what some comments. I felt like I missed some. And this is why I had guests with me the last 2 weeks, because I didn't want to get like this. I was trying not to. But come on now. This is why in today's society, they want to whitewash all evils that was inflicted for our skin tone. You know what I mean? We are still enduring all of this even in 2020. Now, okay, so I went walking today. I mentioned that before. Took my car to the dealership, get an oil change, and went walking. And while I was walking, I left everything in the car except my debit card, and I had my cell phone because I was playing music. And while I was out there walking, I had a very vivid flashback of a video I had seen of this guy in Atlanta. What's his name? Aubrey something, that was jogging, and the man them come shoot him, just for jogging. And the thought came to my mind when I ran past one of those trucks. I ran past a house. I had two of those SUVs, not SUVs, those pickup trucks with a big old tire. Only white people drive them. And I was like, think about this thing. If one of them either did feel frisky in the day as I am jogging and decide to come put a bullet in my head, all I have for me, I'm a debit card. That's it. Right? And I'm like, I would just be out here in the street in the middle of wherever I was jogging, and that would have been it. Somebody would have ended my life because of the color of my skin. You understand? And I'm saying, with all the information that we have out there today, like we said, globalization is one of the reasons people are aspiring to this lightness. But with all the other information that comes with that globalization, how on earth could you want to look like the colonizer? How on earth could you want to do anything embrace, reach out to other people like yourself, embrace them and see if you can teach them to realize that, hey, friend, the way God made you with this melanin, that is how God intended you to be. This melanin is your melanin. Embrace it. You understand? And don't let anybody tell you anything other than that. And don't subscribe to anything other than that. You see, because you see, I think if we realized on a wider scale how it all came together, we probably would have realized that we're being punked. Because I think we don't realize that because different companies has different names, we don't realize who actually own them. We don't realize that a lot of the companies that we think are owned by independent entities, they're owned by the same entity. You understand? That would come like you. What should I say? What would this look like? I don't know. Like you own the mortgage. You have the mortgage on the house, and then you see one own the insurance company, and then you see one supply the water. So it's almost like you're in a position where you can tell this person anything. You can tell this person anything, and they have to abide by it, because if they go seek advice from the other side, them not realize that you own over this or too. And the narrative that you have is the narrative that you have. You understand? I've seen interviews with, who was it? One of these comedians, and he was like, they wanted to rewrite his set. I wanted him to dress like a whatever and him say, no, I'm not saying those lines. I'm not doing that. And they're like, oh, everybody's doing it. I'm like, I don't care about whether or not everybody's doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not dip on it. And I think right here, right now, with so much information out there, we need to draw the line in the sand and tell these people that, enough is enough. We not import no more on a bleaching product. We don't want no more bleaching product in the island. In fact, as of right now, our bleaching product banned. Get them out of the country. And instead of just showing a couple black-centric shows in a February, which are the shortest month in the year, we start flood with TV with it. We start flood with schools with it. We start flood everywhere with it. And we start preaching the gospel according to black. You understand? You must realize, that there's nothing that anybody else anywhere on the planet has achieved that a black man has not. I don't get it. Why? And if it is self-hate, or if it is just naivety, or if it is just the fact that you're uninformed, or is it the fact that you think that lighter is in fact going to get you somewhere that you can't get dark, that's a problem. And it's a real big problem, and it's a societal problem. And we need to get our education system and our government, because here's the thing, if you're a black country governed by black people, this is supposed to be on your agenda, because this is your people negatively impacting themselves, and you need to do things within society to promote this. You understand? To promote it. Enough is enough. You don't realize that the people that are telling you that lighter is better are the same people and we are selling bleaching cream. They're catching you on the front end and they're catching you on the back end. You know what I mean? All right, let's get caught up here. I think I saw G. Cole was saying they also taught that Jesus was white and he's the Son of God. So we are not actually taught that he was created in the image. Wink, wink. I want to tell you, man, I watch one comedian the other day. I watch a comedian since week, and the man say, I understand something, dog, because Jesus, okay, so Jesus white. You know anybody else? You know any other white person named Jesus? Or Jesus? Everybody when me know named Jesus or Jesus are Spanish, right? But in Bridget, them when you used to hang out with like Peter, Paul, and John, which are straight white people, but somehow him named Jesus. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's another thing for another time. But I'm with you, G. Cole. Who this? I got a weakness up in here. Nicola, bless up yourself with the I agree. Preach it, Sister Cassandra. Blessings. All right, let's see what we have here. We're saying we're still mentally enslaved, Martin. Like until we emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. And this is what Bob Marley and others like him saw. This is what they realized that was a problem and needed to change. When the man said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery, none but ourselves can free our minds. And he goes on to say, have no fear from atomic energy, canon and so on and so on. But the man said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery, none but ourselves can free our minds. So if you think the people that got you here in the first place are the ones that are gonna usher you out of the situation that you find yourself in, you are mistaken, my friend. You are mistaken, because it's a business. It is a business. And in the same way that we refuse to ban guns in schools and guns in general in America, no matter how much people guns kill, it's the same logic. We don't care how much people get skin cancer from bleaching product. I found no problem. All I am doing is selling a product and you are bite. Are you the idiot? This is how you are viewed. You understand? They reached out to some of the manufacturers, and the manufacturer them had several things to say. They said, no. That's not how we tell you to use it. We made the product for this. The manufacturer says, bleaching is not what we intended this product for. If you use it for bleaching, that joke is on you. One company said diversity and inclusion is what they were going for, and another one said it's third-party sellers selling it and advertising it as something. So they don't care about you, friend. So you can stay there by it all you want. They don't care about you. You can't get skin cancer and they no business. So who's a joker now? You know what I mean? Why would you want to keep doing what you're doing, knowing that the person that is doing it or that is providing the product really is only in it, forget what them can get out of it? You know what I mean? Let me see here. I'm trying to get caught up on my comments here, peoples, and I appreciate y'all. Um, Nicola is saying, Martin, until we emancipate ourselves. Oh, the mental slavery is something. Yes. No, no, and we need to. We need to. Fun time in Alex says, we're still under colonialism with the black man. You see, fun time with Alex, I like that. We are still under colonialism. The only difference is the mass are no white, no more the mass are black. And it's like I mentioned before, a lot of our countries were colonies. They learned their way of governing from the colonizer. They have now elected to run those countries that are now free the same way the colonizer ran it, along the lines that the colonizer gave them. That's why some of these countries, you see, you desire that to agree to something when don't make no sense to you, and you wonder how me as a layman, how can I see that this is bad for the country? But the people who are in charge of running the country now say it's bad for the country. They see, they don't care. They learned their system of government from the colonizer. Mental slavery continues. Jesus, what? Exactly. Who named Jesus Shuttleworth? Nobody. A Jim Shuttleworth, the man name, because there's nobody out there apart from Jesus Christ. We name Jesus. Anybody else named Jesus after that named Ramirez or Gonzalez or Sanchez. Anyways, like I said, another thing for another time. My question is, how many men are out there saying what I'm saying? Because I see too many men out there with white women or light-skinned women, and these men are sending the messages to dark women as well. Well, you see, they're sipping from the same cup. They're drinking the same sauce. They're watching the same programs that are put on by the same people who own the same media houses that women are watching and doing it themselves. You understand? Because it's a whole thing. Because here's the thing. Let's say nature nurture. We say people come up, them learn things. Their dreams and aspirations are derived from what they're exposed to, right? And so on. So if you come up and, like I said, TV, they're both where people have watched TV for a very, very long time before any black person did it on any TV anywhere, right? And then when they started coming on TV, they had, all right, look at it this way. Look at this. Look at, if you want to understand the role that the colonizer thinks you should play, look at what gets paid versus what does not get paid. Okay, so let's look at it. Athletes get paid. Okay, entertainers gets paid, whether music, drama, whatever, they get paid, right? But you have things like teachers who don't get paid. You have other industries that are essential, or you would think is essential to society, that does not get paid. So what exactly are you aspiring toward here? You see what I'm saying? If the thing that your society actually needs to actually move forward are the people that are not actually being paid. But if I have a talent, if I can spit to rhyme on a rhythm, I can get paid, which is fine. I have nothing against a man. If I can do some track or do some dancing or do some this, I can make a money. But if I go to college, study, get a degree, and aspire to become a teacher to uplift my community, me a dead for hungry. I cannot get. So what are you telling me then? That my function is not valuable to society? Is that what you're telling me? That we don't value our teachers? Because we value them, we pay them better. And they're the people that are now going to be entrusted with changing the minds of our youth. But we are not interested in changing the mind of our youths because it's not profitable for us. You understand? Because we own the media houses, we own the products that we want you to buy, and we have already established that if we convince you of this thing, we can make a bag of money selling it to you, and you will buy it. All we have to, all right. If you don't really see how it go, all my Jamaicans in the house throw open hand. May I give you a song, and I sang this song on a show before. The man said, "True, me said Clarks, everybody want one." Kids laugh, everybody want one. The eagle a laugh, everybody want one. So listen to the real bad man. right? And then the song goes on. And everybody in the whole blouse and skirt country are wear clocks. All who can afford clocks are wear clocks. If you never understand how it works, see me break it down. If see me break it down from there. And now everybody are wear clocks till today. And people were wearing clocks before, don't get me wrong. But that was tied to something too. And when that come out now, this is how it works. It is me convincing you that something is desirable, and then I find some way to market that thing to you. So if I've convinced you that lighter is beautiful, lighter is right, lighter is desirable, you're primed and ready now. All I need to do now is sell you something to help you to get lighter. You understand? And now I have it right where I want you. I'm collecting from you on the front end, and I'm collecting from you on the back end. And in the process, I'm making you maybe one of my thing is for your skin cancer and dead. Then I have less owner for go around. And all I'm saying is this. For you, the people out there with the melanin, I own if you know better. I own if you do better. Yes, the government has a role to play. Yes, education might have a role to play, but you as individuals need to do better. Like I asked earlier, who you have wear bleach? Your brother bleach? Your sister bleach? Your picnic bleach? Your husband bleach? Your wife bleach? You are bleach. Who you have wear bleach? And if you have somebody wear bleach, why aren't you trying to steer them away from the bleaching thing? And like we mentioned before, if they are somebody that is aspiring to Christianity or whatever, how you rationalize that when you are created in the image of the master? And if the master make you with melanin, and melanin the master I expect intent for you to have, what you do? Anywho, I'm gonna get up on these last comments and I'm gonna bounce before I get over the limit. Yes, Davia. I see him. So the thing that's set right at all. Thing that's set right at all. Nicola said, when you implement pressures and look at the oppressed, they accept the oppression. Yep. Yeah. That's it. All I have to do, is convince you that what I am doing to you or what I have is what you should desire. And I just have to sit back and watch you run, come for it. Some will continue to bleach, like those who check the chicken pill. Yep. Those who and guess what? They don't realize that the people, when I tell them all these things about the chicken pill, are the same people who sell the chicken pill. They have to accept themselves for who they are. We have to accept ourselves for who we are. And like I said, even if you used to go to Sunday school and you haven't done anything since, at some point you would have learned that you are created in the image of the master. And if you are created in the image of the master, how dare anyone tell you that how you look is not how the master intended for you to look? You understand? Don't take that from nobody. Don't take that from nobody. And I have a whole points here that I intended to go into, but you know what I mean? I think you are getting the point. And you may say, like somebody mentioned, men out there, your friend go find somebody with some melanin. If you have some melanin for yourself, man, don't let nobody tell you that lighter is better. Lighter is not better. And I'm not saying it worse, but it's certainly not better. You know what I mean? Let's go out there and start a campaign now, right now, today, in our school, in our communities, to start promote the fact that black is beautiful. My friend Chronix back there said they never told us that black was beautiful. But black is beautiful. And look at it. There's several things out there that they ascribe black to. Black magic, black this, black that, black this, all kind of negativity. But they fall short of the black is beautiful. Black is beautiful, my brothers and sisters. This is what I'm trying to tell you today. That all this making yourself lighter to please anyone or anything. And if you actually need to go sit down and talk to somebody, go sit down and talk to somebody. Because some of the people that are doing it really think that it makes them better. Some of the people that are doing it really are doing it because they figure that it can help them move forward. And I'm saying that that's not okay. Because if God forbid something happened to them and then catch something from the thing, them are the only one who are going to suffer. So it's not okay. So I'm saying if you know somebody out there right now, a child in your class, a sibling, a loved one, or anybody, and you can talk them off the ledge, when it come to that, talk them off the ledge, man. And we need to start some campaign right now for boycott skin lightening product because the bleaching thing to stop. $5 billion industry. Yeah, tell me, say, as black people, we couldn't collectively come up with something else where we sell to each other globally like that and make $5 billion for ourselves. But no, we want to go and buy what the colonizer is telling us that we should buy to line our skin and put the money in his pocket. You see what I'm saying? This is not, we put it away. If for no other reason, we have given the colonizer enough. He got 400, nearly 500 years for free. For free. He got from us. That's enough. We don't want anything else that you have to give, guy. Especially the color of your skin. This is ours. You can't take this. And for you out there that are giving, that are allowing them to take it, step out of it, man. They've taken enough from us. Don't give them this. This is ours. God gave us this. This melanin, God gave us that. You don't let no colonizer take that. You don't let no colonizer tell you nothing to convince you that this is not beautiful. This is beautiful. You understand? All right. 2 more comments and then I'm bounce. Luis, bless up yourself. Loy. Let me say, Luis, Loy, bless up yourself, my dear. Nice for check. You have to go back and watch a show. I think I was in rare form today. Might be the heat. The concept of ugly is a misconception taught by parents, family members, society. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And a lot of the time, people in Jamaica, especially back in the day, usually associate black with ugly. You're black and ugly. You understand? You're black and ugly. A lot of people used to say these things back in the day. And I'm like, no, not so. Not so. Black is one thing, and that's beautiful. That's the only thing black is. Beautiful. More black, more beautiful in my eyes. You see these white people going out tanning salons. Yeah. Black is beautiful, people. Black is beautiful. So it's so funny. I'm gonna put my banner up for the last. Oh, it is there. Is it there? Sure. Oh, it might have been there. I just wasn't seeing it at the time. All right, people. So this really is all I have for y'all today. And I'm sorry if I came out swinging. But it's like we see this so much, and if for no other reason, the like I said just now, the colonizer has gotten enough from us, man. The colonizer has gotten enough from us. I would say I was putting another way, but Facebook already have me on the rope. Then block one on my account. But enough is enough. We've gained enough. Let's see what we can get for ourselves. Look, because even the shows that they show in Black History Month, some of them are awesome, right? Awesome shows. Let's see if we can do that all year round. Let's see if we can preach that black is beautiful all year round, right? Let's see if we can actually lift each other up instead of tearing each other down, and see if we can build something for ourselves, that which the colonizer cannot take from us. Let's see if we can build something for ourselves, that which the colonizer cannot take from us. You understand? All right. I don't know because I feel like we're Baptist preacher right now. So I'm gonna read one poem real quickly before I bounce. I wasn't gonna read a poem today, but hey, this is the Evil People Show. Thanks for reminding us. Our Melanin Rocks. Bless up yourself, Bree, and my dear friend. Make sure you go back and check it out. The show where did I go on? All right, so I'm gonna read Running Away, and then I'm gonna bounce. Running Away, it says, and it's so funny when I chose Running Away. I started reading it in the context of what I was talking about, and I saw a whole lot of things that I never saw before. But it says, here I am, running away again. Just like the last time, I'm running from myself. can't really sit and wait. It's like being lured to the gate. Though I've already turned the page, I still feel a latent rage. Will this boomerang ever come around? We sit in silence, not a sound. Valid points, different views, words I'd promised not to use. Looking in the mirror of the past. How long will this last? Doing the right thing, anxious to start, arrived on time, stopped by the guard. I think I'm missing a key component. No one to blame but myself. One step forward, two steps back, moving forward, not on track. Maybe it's time I stop and pray. Divine intervention to show me the way. Now here I go again, on the outside looking in. Knowing I was wrong, but can't concede, knowing what's needed to proceed. Yet in the distance is a door. Being together has become such a chore. So I'll keep running to places new. Maybe I'm running away from you. Poem called Running Away, written in 2014 by yours truly. In my book, Love, Life, Confrontation, Expression, Selections from the Chronicles of a Black Man. And I'm not even going to talk to y'all about running away. Y'all going to have to read that and cover it for yourself. All right, peoples, I'm losing my voice here. I think it's because I'm tired. I appreciate y'all bearing with me today. I appreciate y'all sticking it out with me today. The bleaching thing was, it still wasn't sitting well with me. It still doesn't sit well with me right now. But if I leave anything with you today, it'll be that Black is in fact beautiful. Black is in fact beautiful. And the same way this thing, and mind you, they have a head start on us. They have many, they have centuries on us with this foolishness. So I get how entrenched it is. And in order to really make a concerted effort to change it, you also have to wrap your head around just how entrenched it is. It is dug in deep. We've had hundreds of years, literally, of them of them telling us that they are better because of how they look. And they have actively $5 billion to the green convinced us that this is so. I'm saying, how about we stop the buck here and draw the line in the sand here and tell them no more. No more. No more bleaching. No more of your skin product. No more round nothing. We're going to go sit down. And we see if we can get together and get a $5.5 billion industry globally for ourselves as people of melanin and see where that gets us. My name is Martin Matthews. You have been watching the Evening People Show, and I'll see you next week, same place, same time, and I'm out.